Hello YouTube, welcome back to Silva Sagas. Today we're going to be doing the action steps towards the 2020 goals that I prepared. If you remember, I did this fold out of my 2020 goals. I have my spiritual goals, financial goals, home goals, family goals, and work goals, as well as my personal goals. So I had purchased, and I'll link a card up above to the YouTube video that I did on my Erin Condren haul. And I had mentioned that I specifically bought these petite planners for this book in particular. It's the Hold the Vision, Trust the Process, and it's a goal setting journal. And it takes you through the action steps and helps you track your goals. So today we're going to get started on these first few pages, and then writing in, breaking down the goal and writing in the action plan for each specific goal that I have in each category. I had, what, 6 of them? Let's see. Let's pull this whole thing out. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 categories. So again, we have spiritual, financial, home, family, work, and personal. So some of these will basically just turn into habit trackers that I will put in my planner for the year 2020. And I will make a video on creating habit trackers. And so let's get started. I've pulled this book and I'll set this aside, and I'm going to go ahead and use the Erin Condren pens. And if you all know me, I love purple. It happens to be one of my favorite colors. So let me check this real quick. It says Ready, Set, Goal. This came with the goal book. And it says, we developed our goal-setting petite planner with the express purpose of helping make it easier to define realistic action steps to help you achieve your goal. Each goal includes several unique spreads to help you break down the necessary tasks and to-dos, which is perfect because I've always thrown the goals out there and never came out with tasks and to-dos. So, breaking down the goal. Identify what your goal is and why it's important to you by putting time and thought into it. You can better isolate a realistic and achievable goal. Set a deadline and put it in motion by creating actionable steps. You can also record other important goal dates as well as when you actually complete your goal. Steps towards the goal. Create action steps that you can take to work towards your larger goal. For example, if your overall goal is to find a new place to live, a smaller step could be asking your friends what they like about the area they live in. 2 columns can let you break down 2 larger tasks or any steps you need to take. These small steps all add up. So we'll do the goal check-in at another video, but for now, let's take care of the action steps to the goals that I have put. And we'll open this up. And getting clear on your values. The goals that really get done connect with your personal values and motivations. Take a moment to record the values that you're passionate about, that drive what you do and how you live. They can be small, whatever values resonate with you the most. Examples: freedom, family, abundance, adventure, providing for my family, giving back, creating community, communication, humor, personal growth, playfulness, tradition, and peace. Okay, so I have a lot of these. Family, adventure, giving back, community, humor, I love being happy, personal growth, spiritual growth, peace, wellness, health, tradition, relationships. And I'm going to go ahead and put abundance in there because I really can't give back unless I have abundance. And I will keep adding to this list as it goes, if something else comes up. Okay, it says make your goals specific. The more specific your goals, the more you can take action on them. Vague goals are harder to break down into steps that you can create. Take and record your progress on. A vague goal would be wake up earlier. What time is earlier? Are you waking up earlier every day or a few days a week? A more specific, actionable goal would be wake up by 6:30 a.m. during the week. Now that you have a time to wake up by and when the goal will take place, you can make more action steps happen. Create action steps that are smaller steps you'll take to make progress for your larger goal. Depending on your goal, they can be the same steps repeated over and over to get towards your goal, or they can be a series of steps. Keep action steps simple and achievable. For the goal of waking up earlier, action steps could be go to bed by 10 p.m., pack tomorrow's lunch before going to bed, disconnect from devices by 9:30 p.m., and so on. Your action steps can be something you do daily, weekly, or monthly. Write out all of the action steps in one giant list first. Then you can go back and see which ones are best to do every day, week, or once a month. Set yourself up for success. This 2020 is going to be my successful year. As you think on what goals and action steps to set, make sure what you're committing to is realistic and doable for you, your values, and the life you lead. Setting the bar way too high can set you up for unnecessary disappointment and discouragement. As you write goals and action steps down, stay honest with what you can really handle and handle well. Goals and action steps are meant to bring great things and change, not extreme stress and negativity. If you've set a goal or action plan that is too ambitious or things change, it's okay to readjust to make it work for you right now. You evolve and grow. You should, and so should your goals and plans. Make space for your action steps. In order to make your goals happen, you need to create space for them. It can be hard to create, change, and reach goals if you don't have enough time or there are too many things happening in your life. And I have to say, when you have the Happy Planner and the Erin Condren system working hand in hand, I see that this can really be achievable. As long as you follow you write in your plans and you make time for your goals and you rearrange and adjust. Take a moment to think on where you want to create space in your day or areas of your life. Now, see, you could write in your planner that time, you can make a block of times. There's Jordan Page, Fun, Cheap, or Free. She has a great video on creating time blocks, and in those blocks you could create your time to do your action steps towards your goals. If you feel like you need more time in the day, do a time audit of your day. With a time audit, you record what you're doing and how long it takes you during the day. From there, you can get a better view of things you remove or reduce your time on to create time for your new habits and actions. If your goals require consistent daily action, figure out an amount of time and set aside each day to work on your goal. Block that time off in your calendar and let your loved ones know that is the time to set aside to working on your goals. Here we go. I want to create space in my relationships. I want to be able to at least once a month get together with girlfriends, and I want to have time for my husband and I to start a date night. My career, I am working towards getting my license to sell life insurance. My creative life, I want to make time to do my planner and post my videos on how I plan out and go through these goals. My spiritual life, I want to make time to do my Bible reading and journaling. My personal life, I need to make time to to exercise, eat right. I'll put that under health as well. Business will also go with career. And now that I'm doing these YouTube videos, I guess we could call this a business. I'm also doing a personal lifestyle blog. It's called silvasagas.com. So that will launch in mid-December. And then my finances, I definitely want to make time for that. I want to stay on top of our budget. I want to make sure that every dollar is assigned that's going out of this house and coming into this house. And then my home, I want to make time because I want to repaint my living room and my dining room and upstairs here in my office and clear some things out. So all of these are being checked. Ways I can create more space. Those are actually go along with my 6 categories. So I think I'm going to leave that for now unless I come up with something else. But I'm pretty sure that's everything that I checked there goes along with my 2020 goals. Give yourself permission. You don't have to do anything and everything. As you set goals, action steps, and plans, check back with your values and your why. You can also evaluate the things you currently have on your plate. Give yourself permission to let certain routines, habits, and responsibilities that no longer fit with you, who you currently are, and where you want to go. So I, Lisa Silva, give myself full permission to let things go that are no longer serving me, not aligned with my values, or holding me back from my current dreams, actions, or goals. My signature. And really, for the last 5 years, I have been practicing this, and I really put it into action in 2019, mainly with some relationships that I was holding on to. Today's the 6th, 2019. So I really had to let some relationships go that weren't serving me or were hurting me. I've had to let, I had to give myself permission to kind of sit back for a moment and not do all the things all at once and feel so overwhelmed that I just would be frozen in fear. So I've really been practicing that a lot in 2019, and hopefully I don't have it down pat, but I do have a delayed reaction to some things, and sometimes I let things go on too long. So I'm hoping that in 2020 I will stop and look before I let things go on too long. Next section, it says get support. As you're thinking on the goals you want to create, also consider what support you will need to make your goals happen. You need a friend, roommate, partner to help offload you from something you can have the space or time to take your action steps. This is where I really need to start asking my husband more for help. He does work very hard, and so I've always been very resistant to asking for help. But I do notice that he has a little more time these days, and he could take on a little bit more. And rather than sitting in resentment, I need to just ask, and he may do it. Always consider if you do well with accountability. Some of us need to check in with a trusted friend or partner to keep our action steps going, while others are just fine taking action steps on their own. Sharing your goals also makes them more real. My accountability is to you, my YouTube audience, because when I speak on them to close friends, I sometimes don't like the negativity or the pushback that I might get. So, as I said before, how can I get more support? Ask my husband, and my son for more help. That will be my biggest thing. Okay, so in our next goals video next week, we'll be doing a vision board, which will be something like this, but I will as the week goes by, I will be pulling pictures of how I want things to look visually, and we'll go from there. So if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell for notifications. This will be a good one. There will be some stickers with some encouraging words. And then we'll set the action steps for the goals that I want to do. That's all for now. Bye.